to battle. Beautiful. With the flames of the lake extinguished, those of the pond in the center of the city have also gone out. The people seem frantic to reignite the tinder water once more. Pulka's medicine succeeds in stabilizing the child's condition. However, he is quick to indicate that it is but a stopgap measure. Pulka advises that should they wish to prolong the life of the child and of all those in the city, they must stop using the tinder water. The aristocrat shakes his head and says, "That we cannot do." You calmly ask, why? He explains that the tinder water is the basis of all life here in the city. The city would fall into decline if they were to stop using it, and most of the citizens would be set adrift with no means of supporting themselves. I am in charge of this city, and I cannot stop our use of tinder water, even if it costs the life of my child. Pulka's voice is quiet. I cannot claim to understand how those who rule over others make their choices. Trala scratches her chin, clearly racking her brain. She replies at last, "No." You ask the man if there is some way to resolve this impasse. He grimaces and makes a self-deprecating snort. Maybe if Nuterra existed, then all would be solved. You ask if it is perhaps some kind of panacea that can cure all illnesses. but Pulka shakes his head. Pulka explains, Nuterra is said to be a mysterious land abundant with all manner of resources. The aristocrat picks up the thread. Scholars claim it exists beyond the river to the northwest. But none who go there ever return. With that, the man gives you a large amount of food and sends you away from the manor. You hand the food out to the orphans. How did you get this? The boy asks. You explain that you received it as a reward from the aristocrat. Hearing this, the boy blurts out, I'm going to use the burning water to get rich too. The boy mentioned that his parents died due to illness. Likely they were stricken with the toxins from the tinder water, just like the aristocrat's child. You try to express support for the boy's dream while conveying to him that the tinder water isn't good for him. The boy thanks you for the food and runs off with his sister. Pulka has a difficult-to-read expression on his face. Let's at least hand out the medicine, he suggests. You nod without uttering a word. The fire in my heart has gone out with all the rest, the man mutters before sinking to the ground, his arms hanging limp. You offer some medicine to the man, but he keeps repeating, no, I'm good, as though in a delirium. The passionate woman is screaming herself hoarse, coughing and sputtering as she points in shock at the pond where the fire has gone out. The woman accepts the medicine from you. With a pained wink, she says, not that this medicine could cure love sickness. The lad is all smiles and mirth, claiming that if he were to invent a tool to start fires, he could make a killing. Despite his sunny attitude, though, he looks quite unwell. You give some medicine to the ambitious young man, and he is jubilant. Yes, I can work even more now. With a trembling hand, the knowledgeable old woman strikes a knife against stone, muttering, "This'll get it burning. I'm sure it will." You offer some medicine to the old woman, but she puts up a hand and refuses it. I'm afraid I don't make a habit of taking medicines I've never seen before. I'm gonna get rich and buy my sister all the yummy food she can eat, the boy tells you. You offer medicine to the children, but their faces drop. This won't fill our tummies, they say with considerable disappointment. It doesn't look like the people of the city are going to stop using tinder water anytime soon. The medicine you shared with them may provide little more than brief peace of mind. I can't believe they won't give it up. They know it's poisonous, you say in a low, pained voice. Legol gives you a sympathetic thump on the shoulder. You look up at him and ask, "Do you think everyone could be happy if we went to New Terra?" His denial is immediate and assured. New Terra is a fairy tale. You answer him in a small voice. Polka looks positively delighted. Why, yes, now that calls to my scholarly soul. Trollis seems equally on board. I go too, she says, smiling. In the face of your united enthusiasm for the idea, Legol grunts, "Fine, if you insist." You and your friends have made up your minds. You shall seek New Terra and whatever hope it offers, believing it exists just like the stars in the sky. The city has done nothing about the poison, and likely never will. Now that you've left, it would be safest if you never returned. It's 50,000 gold pieces for the night, a voice snips as you enter the inn. Your jaw drops. Oh, I'm only kidding. My other business brings in so much coin, I let people stay for free, the innkeeper says, laughing heartily. You figure it's best not to argue, and resolve to stay the night on the innkeeper's largesse.